Natural farming cannot feed the world. Natural farming hampers crop production. Therefore, farmers should be encouraged to use chemical fertilizers and pesticides to increase crop production. The agribusiness companies cunningly sold the idea that farmers and farming cannot survive without chemical fertilizers and pesticides. It's the only farming solution. People like Bill Gates demonize natural farming and propagate that farming is a threat to human civilization. But we bring you a field study. It is from Andhra Pradesh. It shows that ditching chemical farming can push up crop production by 11%. And natural farming or organic farming can give Indian farmers higher crop production at surprisingly lower costs. Thanks for tuning in. This is Ratna. You are watching Impact Times. The field study from Andhra Pradesh has proved that artificial farming is only a hype. It's a hype created by agribusiness companies, a hype that has been created to ensure the sale of costly fertilizers and pesticides. The study is called Natural Farming Through a Wide-Angle Lens, the cost accounting study of community managed natural farming. It was done by G.I.S.T Impact in collaboration with the Global Alliance for the Future of Food. It investigated and found the untold benefits of natural farming in Andhra Pradesh and called upon the rest of India to learn from this example. This field study has proved that natural farming can help save the struggling Indian farmer. Not fancy technology or chemical inputs. Picture this: paddy, maize, and millets dancing to a natural tune, outshining their synthetic counterparts. And your wallet will thank you too. A hefty 49% income boost for farmers who decide to take the natural route. It sounds incredible. In fact, almost impossible. Well, that's because agribusiness companies hype up chemical farming through catchy and misleading advertisements. Paid politicians planted by agribusiness companies promote chemical farming. The paid media has extensively and repeatedly propagated chemical farming. There is no discussion about the benefits of organic farming as a solution to a rising health crisis. But this real world experiment gave them a reality check. No synthetic fertilizers and pesticides, just good old handmade manure and a sprinkle of wisdom. Community-based natural farming clearly proves that chemical-free farmland can outshine the chemical circus. In Andhra Pradesh, the soil spoke louder than words. As part of the 2-year study, farmers harvested 4 crops. They managed a 11% higher production of prime crops like rice, maize, millets, finger millets, and red gram. Here is what the study tells us. Organic farmers grew more crops, an average of 4.51 compared to 2.16 in low input tribal farming. They also slashed input cost by 44%. Say goodbye to expensive fertilizers and pesticides and say hello to a more diverse and resilient crop family. Yes, organic farmers saw a 44% reduction in input costs, such as fertilizers and pesticides, compared to higher input farms across 3 regions of Andhra Pradesh. They also saw an average production increase from 7.8% to 25.9% in some cases. Overall, community-based natural farming adoption boosted gross income per hectare across all 3 regions. Andhra Pradesh isn't just growing crops, it's nurturing a revolution. 6 million farmers, 6 million hectares, and 5 crore satisfied consumers. That's the impact of community-based natural farming. It's not just about the fields, it's about livelihoods, biodiversity, and the overall health of the community. The roots of community-managed natural farming in Andhra Pradesh lie in a social movement. It was started by farmers who faced increasing debts after they shifted to high-input chemical farming during the 1960s Green Revolution. Farmers who were caught in a debt trap shifted to agroecology-based farming known as zero-budget natural farming, which promised lower cost input. Andhra Pradesh isn't standing alone in this natural farming revolution. Zoom out and you will see this isn't just an Andhra thing. From Mexico to Brazil, America to New Zealand, natural farming is making waves. It's not a gamble or an experiment. It's a sustainable shift towards a healthier food and healthier planet. It's a return to our roots. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the skyrocketing suicide rates among Indian farmers. The burden of loans resulting from costly chemical farming is a root cause of the epidemic of farmer suicides in the country. It's time for a reality check. Fertilizer use has surged, but so have the challenges. In 2021 alone, over 11,000 Indian farmers killed themselves. It's time to rethink this manufactured chemical romance. As we bask in the glow of natural farming revolution, let's not forget our responsibilities. It's not just up to the farmers to make the shift, it's up to the policymakers and the public too. With over 12,000 farmers taking their own lives annually, it's not a statistics, it's a wake up call. The time to change is now. These days, you hear a lot about chemical fertilizers and pesticides in our vegetables and grains. There's also a constant push for genetically modified mustard and other food crops. Advertisements about lab meat or fake meat are extensive. Lab food is being endorsed by many Indian celebrities and Bollywood stars. Thus, agribusiness companies have successfully brainwashed the urban population. They have been able to change the meaning of healthy food. Farmers too are duped by the advertisements showing chemical fertilizers and toxic pesticides as solutions to farming problems. They're forgetting the old saying, don't try to fix something that is not broken. So there you have it. Natural farming is not an imagined utopia. It's a practical solution to the current decline of farming culture in India and the world. Higher yields and lower costs are together a lifeline for our struggling farmers. It's not just a trend against the tide, it's a food revolution. Stop buying costly inputs, go natural. Your crop fields will thank you, and so will the planet. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that we can notify you whenever we publish a report. Follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Send Get Updates to 9821045739 for news and views you are not told. Visit our website empirediaries.com for the latest news analysis. Stay informed, stay awake.